Have you ever met someone in their 60s or 70s and thought, how are they aging backward? What if the real secret to looking younger has nothing to do with expensive creams, but something quietly powerful within you? And what if I told you that aging gracefully isn't luck? It's a reflection of hidden habits and timeless wisdom. It's a moment that stops you in your tracks. Someone hears your age and says, "Wait, really? No way." Maybe they laugh in disbelief, or even guess a number 10 years younger than reality. But what feels like a compliment often points to something much deeper. Looking younger than your age, especially after 60, isn't just about DNA or a jar of miracle cream. It's a mirror of your lifestyle, your mindset, and how you've chosen to move through the world. It's not the wrinkles or the gray hairs that define us. It's the spark in your eyes, the grace in your posture, the way you carry your wisdom like a crown. Over the decades, we've lived through joys and heartbreaks, through seasons of change and moments of stillness. Every laugh line, every story, has its place. But why is it that some seniors seem untouched by time, like they've unlocked a secret that others missed? The truth is, they carry specific traits, emotional, mental, even spiritual, that quietly preserve their glow. And today, we're going to explore 7 hidden reasons why you might be one of those people who look far younger than the number on your ID. If you've ever heard, "You can't be 65, you don't look it," then this message is for you. And if you've ever wished for that youthful spark, let me assure you, it's never too late to rediscover it. Before we begin, if you find value in these stories and insights, I'd truly appreciate it if you could like this video. That simple act helps us share more wisdom across generations. If you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to join our growing community. Just click the button and turn on the bell so you'll never miss a moment of practical, powerful health advice for older adults. And if this topic resonates with you, drop a comment below. Type number 1 if you love this message, or number 0 if you'd like to see something different. Your feedback helps us serve you better. Now, let's begin with our first reason. You dance through life's storms not with fear, but with resilience. Imagine an ancient oak tree, its roots dug deep into the earth, still standing tall through decades of wind and rain. That's you. And it's that inner strength that shows on your face more than any cream ever could. You've stood tall through some of life's harshest storms, loss that left a hole in your heart, betrayals that made you question trust, or the slow, heavy toll of financial strain and health issues. Yet when people look at you, they don't see a broken spirit or a tired face. What they see is a calm glow, a quiet strength, and eyes that still hold a spark, like sunlight breaking through clouds. There's a kind of warmth about you that people feel instantly, as if they're standing near a fire on a cold day. How is that possible? It's not just genetics or good fortune. It's the unshakable resilience you've earned over a lifetime. As someone who has walked through decades of trials, you've come to understand a truth many younger people haven't learned yet. Life isn't always kind, but you still get to choose how you respond. And you've chosen to keep dancing, even in the rain. Chronic stress is one of the most powerful forces that age us, inside and out. It doesn't just weigh on your mind, it physically changes your body. Prolonged stress floods your system with cortisol, a hormone that acts like a slow poison over time. Cortisol damages collagen, making your skin less firm and more prone to wrinkles. It interrupts your sleep, leaving you tired and drained. And it shortens your telomeres, the little protective ends of your DNA, which directly affects how quickly your cells age. But here's what sets you apart. You've learned how to release that stress instead of carrying it like a burden. You allowed yourself to grieve, but you never let pain become your identity. When you faced setbacks, whether in your career, your health, or your relationships, you didn't stay down. You got up. You kept moving forward. And that quiet determination now shows in your face, in the way you walk, in the energy that surrounds you. Your skin glows because you've learned to soothe your inner world. Maybe you walk among the trees, sit quietly with your morning tea, or laugh freely with old friends. Maybe you simply breathe deeply when life gets overwhelming. That kind of peace becomes your medicine. Your posture is still tall, your eyes still sharp, not because life has been easy, but because you've refused to be broken by it. That is the true root of agelessness. It's written in your very presence, your posture, your gaze, the way you walk into a room without being weighed down by the years. That light in your eyes, it's not just the sparkle of good health, it's the unmistakable glow of someone who has chosen, time and again, not to let life's wounds define them. You've learned that while life may leave its marks, loss, hardship, disappointment, only you get to decide whether those experiences dull your light or polish your soul. Let me share the story of Maya, an 82-year-old woman I heard about from a dear friend. Maya had just lost her husband, her companion of over 5 decades. Many would have collapsed under that grief, but not Maya. Instead of retreating into sadness, she joined a local dance group. There she was, week after week, swaying to the rhythm of salsa, laughing, her smile brighter than ever. When asked her secret, she simply said, "I chose to live for both of us." That quiet yet powerful decision, choosing joy even when life tries to steal it, is what keeps the spirit so radiant. And it's not just poetic, it's proven. Researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, found that people who cultivate resilience and optimism tend to have lower levels of chronic inflammation and better cardiovascular health. These factors don't just affect how you feel, they reflect directly in how you look. A heart that beats with hope gives the body a youthful pulse. So keep dancing through life's storms. Keep choosing joy, because when you do, even time itself struggles to keep up with you. Another trait that sets you apart? You welcome change like it's an old friend. Life, much like a river, never stops moving. Sometimes it meanders gently, other times it crashes around corners and sweeps everything off course. We've all faced unexpected detours, a sudden job loss, a health diagnosis, a move away from familiar places, or the silence of an empty nest. Some cling to the past, trying to anchor themselves in routines that no longer serve them. Their bodies tense up, their brows permanently furrowed, their smiles hesitant. They fight the current and wear the strain in every line on their face. But not you. You've learned that change isn't the enemy. It's the current that keeps your spirit flowing. You greet it with curiosity, ready to explore whatever it brings. And that openness? It makes your energy feel electric. Your smile is still warm and full, your eyes still sparkle, and your presence, whether in a room full of people or in a quiet moment, is magnetic. Your vitality isn't about age, it's about attitude. In fact, studies from the National Institute on Aging confirm that those who remain open to new experiences, whether it's learning a new skill, exploring a new community, or simply trying a new recipe, tend to maintain sharper cognitive function and greater emotional well-being. And yes, they tend to look younger too. Research from the Institute on Aging has uncovered something remarkable. Older adults who remain open to new experiences tend to maintain sharper cognitive function and stronger physical health. Whether it's diving into a new hobby, embracing unfamiliar technology, or forming new friendships, these activities don't just keep life exciting, they help your brain thrive. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural pathways, doesn't fade with age. In fact, it flourishes when we actively challenge ourselves. And you're the type who says, "Why not?" instead of, "I'm too old for that." Maybe you've recently picked up watercolor painting, gently brushing vibrant hues across paper, capturing the magic of a sunset or the glow of your favorite flower. Perhaps you've joined a local book club, engaging in passionate debates over characters and storylines that reignite your imagination. Or maybe you've embraced texting, emojis and all, sending heart eyes and laugh-out-loud faces to your grandkids like a seasoned digital native. Every new experience you welcome becomes another vivid thread in the beautiful, ever-evolving tapestry of your life. And it shows. Your skin seems more vibrant, your eyes sparkle with animation, and your expressions carry a kind of youthful energy that can't be bottled. That liveliness is the outward sign of curiosity that hasn't been dimmed by time. It's adaptability that keeps you glowing, not just emotionally, but physically as well. Take Harold, for instance, a retired 75-year-old who visited Mexico and came home with a dream. Inspired by the warmth of the culture, he decided to learn Spanish. Some of his peers raised their eyebrows. "At your age?" they said. But Harold ignored the doubt. He practiced daily using a language app, joined a community meetup, and immersed himself in the challenge. Months later, he was chatting confidently with his Mexican neighbors, his face lighting up with every new phrase he mastered. That pride, that purpose, it's written all over him. Science backs this up too. A 2020 study published in the Journals of Gerontology found that seniors who regularly engage in new activities show significantly lower rates of depression and improved immune function. In short, staying mentally engaged and socially curious doesn't just help you live longer, it helps you live better and look younger while you do it. As the wisdom of age reminds us, it's not the number of years that defines you. It's the willingness to keep growing, one joyful discovery at a time. Swim with the current, and you'll stay youthful. Those who resist the flow often find themselves worn down. But when you embrace life's rhythm, when you adapt and stay open, your spirit radiates vitality. It's no wonder your youth shines like a beacon that others can't help but notice. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons meaningful, take a moment to type number 1 in the comments below. It lets me know you're still with me, still engaged, and still investing in your health and well-being. I'm truly grateful for your time. Now, let's talk about something that truly sets you apart. Your mind. It's a garden of curiosity, blooming with questions, wonder, and insight. There's a sparkle in your eyes, a kind of vibrant hunger for learning that hasn't dimmed with age. In fact, it burns as brightly now as it did when you were young. You're the one leaning forward in a lecture hall, flipping eagerly through a book on astronomy, or standing in awe before a blooming orchid, tracing its petals with your gaze as if seeing it for the first time. That insatiable curiosity is your secret fountain of youth. A mind that stops growing begins to wither. But your mind? It's alive. Alive with new ideas, new discoveries, and fresh perspectives. It's like a vibrant garden, always in bloom. And science backs you up. A well-known study from Rush University Medical Center revealed that older adults who consistently engage in mentally stimulating activities, reading, learning new skills, solving puzzles, experience a remarkable 47% reduction in the rate of cognitive decline. That's nearly half. But it's not just about sharpening memory or maintaining mental agility. It's about the energy that curiosity gives you. It's the light in your eyes when something fascinates you. It's the way your face brightens as you ask thoughtful questions, your whole demeanor lifting with excitement. That animated expression alone has the power to erase years from your appearance. While many settle into routine and repetition, you see life differently. You approach each day like it's a treasure hunt, with something new and beautiful waiting to be uncovered. Maybe you've started gardening, not just for the joy of growing things, but because you're fascinated by the Latin names of each plant you care for. Maybe you've begun learning to play a musical instrument or exploring new technology that connects you with loved ones. Every new venture is more than a hobby. It's a declaration that your spirit is still very much alive. And that, more than any cream or serum, is what keeps you looking and feeling younger than your years. You're the one staying up late watching documentaries, your mind buzzing with curiosity, questions about history, the cosmos, or the science behind how things work. That fire inside your mind doesn't just keep you mentally alert, it radiates outward, keeping your entire being vibrant and youthful. It's more than mental exercise, it's a daily infusion of life. Take Eleanor, for example, a remarkable 79-year-old who found inspiration during a quiet camping trip. One evening, as she stared at the stars, something stirred inside her. She bought a telescope, joined an online stargazing group, and before long, she was teaching her great-grandchildren how to trace constellations across the night sky. Watching her eyes light up as she points to Orion's belt or explains the phases of the moon, it's like witnessing a child discovering magic for the first time. Her joy is magnetic, her energy contagious. Curiosity doesn't just preserve your mind, it amplifies your physical presence. It shows in your posture, in your gestures, and in the way your face lights up with every new discovery. A 2019 study published in Psychology and Aging revealed something fascinating. Older adults with high levels of curiosity enjoy better mobility, lower risk of chronic disease, and greater overall health. It's not just a mental boost, it's a full-body rejuvenation. As the wisdom of the elderly often says, never stop asking why, or what's next. That hunger to explore, to learn, to grow, it keeps your soul fresh and your spirit alive. And it's written all over your face, in every wrinkle that tells a story, every smile that holds a spark. And that brings us to something equally powerful, your emotional freedom. You let your heart speak without shame or hesitation. While some people bottle up their feelings, keeping joy, sorrow, or anger locked tight inside, you've chosen a different path. Over time, emotional suppression leaves its mark. It shows up in tight jaws, deeply etched brows, and eyes that seem clouded by stories never told. The weight of unspoken emotions settles into the body, slowly aging it from the inside out. But you live openly. You laugh freely, boldly even, allowing your joy to ripple through a room like a warm breeze. And when sorrow visits, you don't resist it. You cry when you need to. You speak your truth when it matters. You've learned that emotional honesty is not weakness, but strength, and that freedom gives your face a softness, a natural radiance that no cosmetic can replicate. This emotional openness, it keeps your heart light, your body relaxed, and your soul beautifully ageless. Natural as summer rain, your emotions wash through you, cleansing, soothing, and freeing your spirit without a trace of shame. This emotional openness isn't just a personality trait. It's the very foundation of your youthful glow. When your heart feels light, your face reflects it. Your eyes shimmer with life, your smile is unguarded, and your whole presence carries a warmth that invites connection. You remain untouched by the heaviness that often comes from bottling things up, and the science backs it up in powerful ways. Suppressing emotions doesn't only weigh on your mind, it quietly wreaks havoc on your entire body. When you hold in sadness, anger, or even joy, your brain triggers a continuous release of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. And while cortisol has its role in short-term stress, over time, it becomes a silent saboteur. It breaks down collagen and elastin, the very proteins that keep your skin smooth, elastic, and youthful. Day by day, that emotional tension literally etches itself into your appearance. Research published in Psychoneuroendocrinology reveals that long-term emotional repression correlates with significantly higher rates of anxiety, depression, and physical health issues like high blood pressure and cardiovascular disease. Just think about it. How often have you seen someone whose face carries the burden of unspoken pain? Deep frown lines, a dull complexion, tired eyes. These are the outward signs of an inner struggle kept hidden too long. On the other hand, seniors who allow their emotions to flow freely, whether it's in the form of a hearty laugh, a cleansing cry, or a soul-to-soul talk, tend to show remarkably better health outcomes. They experience lower cortisol levels, stronger immune systems, and sharper mental clarity. A 2018 study from the University of California even found that regularly expressing emotions is tied to reduced inflammation and slower cellular aging, essentially reversing the internal aging process. You've tapped into this secret, not through textbooks, but through living. You've learned that emotions, like rivers, are not meant to be dammed up. They're meant to move, to flow, to release. Picture this. You're sitting at a family dinner, surrounded by loved ones. You begin to share a hilarious story from your youth, your voice animated, your laughter infectious. You can feel the joy rippling through the room, lighting up every face. That moment of shared laughter isn't just heartwarming, it's healing. It keeps you connected. It keeps you young. You dissolve into laughter, your eyes crinkling with pure delight. Or picture this. It's a quiet evening, just you and a cherished photograph of a loved one who's passed on. You sit silently, letting a gentle wave of sorrow rise and fall. The tears come, soft and steady, as you honor their memory with grace. These aren't just fleeting moments of emotion, they are deeply rejuvenating. They release stored tension, soothe tightened muscles, and refresh your face with a natural glow. Your blood flows more freely, your heart feels lighter, and your spirit lifts. This kind of emotional freedom doesn't just support your own well-being, it builds a bridge to others. When you radiate joy, it's like a beacon that draws people in. And when you're vulnerable, honestly, openly, you create space for genuine connection. Think back to those tender moments, the comforting hug you offered a grieving friend, or the spontaneous laughter you shared with a stranger in line at the market. These exchanges aren't just feel-good memories. They fuel your body, nourish your spirit, and soften the lines on your face with every sincere smile. Elderly wisdom, passed gently from generation to generation, reminds us of this eternal truth. A soul that speaks freely, without fear or shame, stays youthful forever. Your expressive face, full of life and emotion, tells a powerful story. It says, "I am fully alive." That's why people often do a double take when you tell them your age. It's why your smile lights up the room like morning sun. And it's the reason your energy doesn't just linger, it lingers with warmth, leaving behind a lasting impression. If you're still with me and finding these lessons meaningful, please comment the number 2 below. I truly value your time and presence on this journey with me. Now, let's talk about something equally powerful: your environment. Because here's another truth. You surround yourself with light. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely drained, like someone's negativity had reached into your chest and pulled out all your energy? Maybe it was the constant complaining, the cynicism, or just the absence of kindness that left you feeling empty. Their heavy energy lingered, clinging to you like a thick, damp fog that slowly seeps into your skin and spirit, leaving you drained, restless, and weighed down. You've likely felt it. That invisible burden after being around someone whose negativity seems to pull the air right out of the room. It's more than just unpleasant. It's physically exhausting. Now, think of the opposite. Picture the people who lift you up like sunshine breaking through a stormy sky. The friends who make you laugh until you're wiping away joyful tears. The loved ones who celebrate your little wins like they're Olympic victories. Or even the kind stranger whose thoughtful gesture stays with you all day. These are the ones who breathe life into your soul. If you happen to look younger than your years, it's rarely just about skincare or good genes. It's a reflection of a deeper truth. You've made a conscious, empowering choice to surround yourself with light. And that choice shows. It shows in the glow of your skin, in the calm, open way you carry yourself, and in the vibrant energy that seems to follow you wherever you go. You've protected your peace like a precious treasure, and it's paid off in years not worn on your face. Negativity isn't just a fleeting emotion. It acts like a slow poison. Constant exposure to toxic people or stressful environments, whether it's a hypercritical coworker, an energy-draining relative, or the relentless noise of bad news, triggers a biological stress response. Your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline, tightening muscles, disrupting sleep, and speeding up cellular aging. Over time, that chronic tension starts to etch itself onto your body, deepening frown lines, locking your jaw, or slumping your shoulders with unseen weight. There's real science behind this. A 2020 study published in Nature Aging revealed that long-term stress actually shortens your telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA that determine how quickly you age. When these wear down, it accelerates aging and increases the risk of age-related diseases. But here's the good news. The opposite is also true. Positive connections act like a healing balm. In places like Okinawa and Sardinia, famous for their high numbers of healthy, vibrant seniors, researchers found a common thread: uplifting social bonds. These meaningful interactions trigger the release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone, which soothes stress, reduces inflammation, and even supports DNA repair. In short, kindness and connection don't just feel good, they help you stay young. Your glow, your grace, your vitality. It all starts with the company you keep. So choose light, again and again. Your skin, your heart, and your future self will thank you for it. Your glowing appearance, those bright, expressive eyes, that easy, heartfelt smile, and the vibrant energy you carry, isn't simply a stroke of luck. It's a reflection of the choices you've made, especially when it comes to the people you allow into your life. Think of your closest relationships as a garden you've carefully nurtured over the years. With wisdom and courage, you've pulled out the weeds, those who drained your joy or clouded your peace. Maybe it was the friend who constantly criticized, the relative who seemed to stir up drama at every turn, or the coworker whose presence left a lingering tension in the air. In their place, you've planted seeds of connection with people who truly nourish your spirit. Can you picture the friend who calls just to tell you a ridiculous joke, the kind that makes you laugh so hard you forget the weight of the day? Or the grandchild whose endless questions remind you how magical the world can be when seen through curious eyes? And let's not forget that kind neighbor who never forgets your birthday and always has a warm smile ready at the mailbox. These aren't just feel-good moments, they're healing. Science confirms what your heart already knows. Uplifting relationships do more than improve your mood. They actually change your body. Positive social connections reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that speeds up aging, and they enhance cardiovascular health, boost your immune system, and help your skin retain a natural, youthful glow. The power of connection is visible in every smile line and in the lightness of your step. But your commitment to lightness doesn't stop with people. It's also in the environments you choose. Maybe it's a favorite nook in your home where houseplants bask in the sun and you sip your morning tea in peace. Or a weekly community gathering where ideas flow. Kindness is the norm, and laughter is abundant. Perhaps it's simply taking time to walk beneath the trees, letting the whisper of leaves and the birdsong wash over you like a gentle balm. Elderly wisdom reminds us that time is too precious to waste in heavy company or draining spaces. You've learned to curate your surroundings with intention, surrounding yourself with joy, beauty, and meaning. And the result? A presence that radiates peace, a glow that turns heads, a spirit so light and magnetic that people can't help but notice. That's why you seem to age in reverse, why your presence feels like a breath of fresh air in every room you enter. And it all stems from one powerful truth. You've chosen to surround yourself with light. And that, my friends, is why your youthfulness radiates from within and spills into every interaction you have. 6. You live with a fire in your soul. There's something deeply profound, almost sacred, about the difference between simply existing and truly living. You've likely seen it before. Some seniors shuffle through their days as though life is a checklist, their expressions dulled by routine, their steps heavy with resignation, their spirits flicker, faint and uncertain, like a candle struggling against a draft. But you rise each morning with purpose, not because you must, but because your heart compels you to. There's a fire within you, steady and bright. Perhaps it glows when you're out in the garden, coaxing blossoms from the soil, hands rich with earth and possibility. Or maybe it flares up as you read aloud at the local library, your voice dancing through stories that ignite wonder in young minds. Sometimes, that flame flickers gently in the quiet of your home as you pen handwritten letters to your grandchildren, weaving memories and wisdom into every line. Whatever fuels your passion, it breathes energy into your days and paints your spirit in youthful hues. That spark isn't just poetic, it's biological. Science affirms what the heart has always known. A landmark study published in The Lancet revealed that seniors with a strong sense of purpose, whether through hobbies, service, or meaningful relationships, experience lower inflammation, reduced stress, and notably longer lifespans. Living with purpose activates the release of serotonin and dopamine, those feel-good brain chemicals that lift your mood, enhance focus, and even improve circulation. And what does that mean for your appearance? Better blood flow nourishes the skin, bringing a natural glow. Sharper cognition keeps your eyes bright and alert. And that deep-seated joy? It softens your features, relaxes your muscles, and infuses every smile with sincerity. This fire within you doesn't burn out with age. It transforms, becoming steadier, wiser, and more radiant. It's not about chasing youth. It's about embodying aliveness. And that, more than anything else, is why when people meet you, they don't just see someone older. They see someone ageless. The damaging effects of cortisol, the stress hormone, can quietly erode your health over time. But living with passion acts like a powerful shield, preserving your energy and slowing the natural wear and tear of aging. In fact, a 2019 study from the University of Michigan found that older adults who pursued clear goals and stayed connected to their passions had a 20% lower risk of cognitive decline. These same individuals also reported feeling more vibrant, joyful, and engaged, even in their later years. Just imagine yourself fully immersed in something you love. Maybe your fingers are stained with paint as you bring a canvas to life with bursts of color. Perhaps your heart races with excitement as you coordinate a fundraiser that brings the community together. Or maybe it's your steady, soothing voice sharing poetry to a captivated audience. These aren't just fulfilling moments. They're biological blessings. They sharpen your mind, activate your muscles, and lift your spirit to new heights. Your enthusiasm becomes a spark that others can feel. The way your eyes light up when you talk about your latest passion project, the way your hands come alive as you share a dream, those gestures aren't lost on anyone. They're signs of a soul burning bright, a spirit refusing to be dimmed by age, time, or hardship. That internal fire doesn't just uplift your mood, it serves as a buffer against the hollow weight of aimlessness. Elderly wisdom reminds us that a life without purpose can feel like dragging around a heavy, invisible load. But when you're driven by something meaningful, whether it's learning a new skill, mentoring someone younger, or simply perfecting your morning cup of tea, life feels lighter, fuller, and more alive. You've discovered what sets your soul ablaze, and by continuing to chase that spark, you keep your energy youthful, your spirit untamed, and your presence radiant. You're not just growing older, you're growing brighter. If you're still here with me, watching this video and finding these insights meaningful, please comment the number 3 below. Your time is deeply appreciated. You've reached a rare and powerful milestone. You've made peace with the past. While some carry their history like a heavy cloak, woven from guilt, old betrayals, or unspoken regrets, you've chosen to release that weight. Many people spend years replaying mistakes they can't undo, clinging to wounds that never healed, and holding grudges that only hurt themselves. That emotional burden doesn't just weigh on the heart, it etches itself onto the face. The years of worry crease the brow. Unspoken anger hardens the jaw. Unresolved pain dulls the eyes. But you've made a conscious decision to let go. You've untied the knots of resentment, forgiven the ones who hurt you, and perhaps most importantly, forgiven yourself. You've made room in your heart for the present moment, and that choice radiates through your entire being. Your expression is lighter. Your smile, real and unforced, carries no bitterness. There's a calm glow about you, the kind that no cream or serum can replicate. It's peace that makes you look timeless. And science backs it up. Chronic emotional strain, whether it's lingering guilt, resentment, or unresolved grief, pumps cortisol through your system. This constant stress weakens your immune response, increases blood pressure, and accelerates the breakdown of healthy cells. A 2019 study published in Psychosomatic Medicine revealed that individuals who struggle with forgiveness carry higher levels of inflammation and face increased risks of heart disease. On the other hand, those who embrace forgiveness enjoy lower stress, deeper sleep, and even a measurable slowing of biological aging. Mindfulness plays a significant role too. According to a 2021 study from Frontiers in Psychology, individuals who practice mindfulness, who are present, aware, and emotionally grounded, demonstrate improved emotional regulation, reduced anxiety, and better physiological resilience. All of these contribute to a youthful appearance from the inside out. So the secret isn't in erasing the past, it's in making peace with it. You've turned your history into wisdom rather than baggage. And that wisdom shows on your face, in your energy, and in the gentle way you walk through the world. Seniors who embrace the present moment, choosing to savor what is rather than dwell on what was, consistently report greater life satisfaction and even stronger physical health. You didn't learn this truth from a textbook. You learned it by living. You discovered that while the past can't be rewritten, it can be released. And that release brings peace. Instead of being trapped by old wounds or mistakes, you now focus on the quiet gifts that unfold each day. A sky streaked with gold as the sun sets, the bubbling laughter of a child nearby, or the soft comfort of your own heartbeat as you pause in gratitude for this life you've been given. These moments, simple as they may seem, are more than just pleasant. They're healing. Picture yourself beside a still, quiet lake, the surface like a mirror. You close your eyes and mentally let go of a long-held grudge, imagining it drifting away like a dry leaf on the water, carried off by the current. Or perhaps you're writing a letter of forgiveness, maybe to someone who hurt you, or maybe to yourself. Then, in a quiet, personal ritual, you burn the letter and watch the ashes rise, dissolving into the air. That release? It's not just emotional, it's physical. Your body breathes easier, your muscles relax, the light in your eyes returns. These acts of letting go aren't just symbolic, they create real, visible change. They soften the jaw, ease the furrowed brow, and invite back the natural brightness of your gaze. They allow you to move through the world untethered by old regrets, standing taller, lighter, freer. And this inner light doesn't go unnoticed. When you've truly made peace with the past, people can feel it. Your presence is calm and welcoming. Your laughter is uninhibited. You're not caught up in proving your worth or reliving past battles. You're simply here, fully present, offering compassion and quiet strength. Elderly wisdom reminds us that the past is merely a shadow, and you, by choosing grace over bitterness, have chosen to step into the light. In doing so, you've discovered one of the deepest secrets of looking younger than your age, a spirit that refuses to be weighed down by what no longer serves it. Yesterday no longer weighs you down, it shines through you today. Your radiant appearance, your softened features, your warm, unguarded smile, and the steady, vibrant energy that seems to flow from within. These are not accidents. They are living proof that emotional freedom, presence, and forgiveness are among the most powerful anti-aging remedies we have. And that brings us to the close of our journey today, uncovering the 7 hidden reasons why you look younger than your age after 60. You've walked with me through the quiet power of resilience, the fire of passion, the strength of forgiveness, and the wisdom that only years can bring. These aren't just habits, they are choices. Daily decisions to live with curiosity, lightness, and love that radiates from the inside out. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What touched your heart today? Was it the idea of releasing the past, embracing change, or simply choosing to surround yourself with joy? Take a moment and share one powerful lesson you'll carry with you. Write it in the comments below. I can't wait to read your stories and reflections. If this message spoke to you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a moment of healing, inspiration, and truth. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and above all, stay beautifully you. Wishing you lasting health, deep happiness, and peaceful days ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Healthy Aging Blueprint, for more uplifting guidance on your journey to aging with grace.